This week's mutation mission is rather random. Let's go ahead and make it even more difficult by also picking a random commander as well as queuing into a random ally. Now apparently they removed a little bit of text explaining what the mutator is all about, which is a little bit disappointing. But apparently it's called the Wheel of Misfortune. We're gonna be playing on the Void Thrashing mission, and the only mutator that we have is going to be the Chaos Studios. Mutators are chosen at random and periodically cycle throughout the mission. Alright, so I've selected the new random commander. I've also selected the brutal difficulty. I am not in a party. Let's jump into it. Alrighty, it looks like I've got Vorazun. It's been a while since I last played her. What's going on, Roycan and Roycan?
Man, am I glad to see
Let's
the
play
two of you.
Kerrigan. Good.
My base is getting slammed by these void thrashers, and it can't take much more. I'm too busy fighting fires in here to handle them myself. You gotta destroy those thrashers before they destroy this fortress.
I'll try and see if we can do that, Sergeant Hammer. I think, though, considering I've got Vorazun, right? I've got a couple of different strategies that I can go ahead and play.
The thrasher's gonna pop out of that rift real soon.
I think it makes most sense if I focus on getting myself a whole lot of Void Rays. Void Rays, of course, absolutely incredible. Generally speaking, one of the hardest hitting units in the game by default, and obviously, the more you get, the better it becomes as well. It just kind of depends though, so currently we have Move, Unseen, Temporal Field, and Void Rifts. We need Detection ASAP. Because it does mean that right now all of the enemies are going to be cloaked, and it'll be a little bit tricky. So, you know what? I'm actually going to go ahead and get myself a Forge here right from the get-go too. Just so we can deal with these mutators. So this is generally speaking not my favorite kind of mutator, I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of randomized shenanigans with this. Usually I like the ones where it's a little bit more straightforward, a little bit better, just because it feels more stable in a way, I suppose, but this'll do. Actually, I'm gonna have to wait for just a little while longer. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to even deploy my Shadow Guard right away if I plan on building a cannon or so. I'll do the same actually for him. Just so we don't die right from the get-go, right? Oh no! Void Rifts are awfully strong. Alright, well, I know exactly what I'm going to be using my Shadow Guard on here initially. There's going to be a ton of early game pressure. These are, arguably speaking, some of the most difficult ones to deal with. In particular, when you add to that also...
We must plan accordingly.
In particular, when you also add to that, for example, the... Oh no. This is so annoying! Obviously over time they're gonna go away again as well, right? But when you add to that it's gonna be changing in just a little bit, it's gonna get really messy really fast. I mean, I got a cannon up, but the cannon's not quite gonna be enough. Alright, so apparently my ally didn't feel that one. Next up we got Kerrigan ourselves, and we're grouped up with a Stukov.
Commanders. These void thrashers are tearing up my base, and they ain't gonna let up anytime soon.
Was that it?
They got
Oh,
my
okay,
men
I was gonna
pinned
say.
down, so it's up to you to stop them. Nix those thrashers
Oh,
fast
boy.
before they blast my fortress apart.
So I think the Cloaking, the Void Rifts, and the Black Death are probably some of the most annoying ones to deal with. Black Death essentially kills all of my units over time, and Void Rifts spawn out on the map and randomly kill stuff and spawn units, and sometimes it's close by, sometimes it's gonna be far away.
Welcome it, would ya?
This is gonna get real tricky real fast. In particular, when you have a hero commander, Black Death is gonna be a pain. I think that Kerrigan is gonna die at least once before the Black Death will go away, but anyway. Let's do this. Okay, my ally didn't say anything, but that's okay. I believe in his capabilities of a Stukov. A real Stukov main. Just what we like to see. Now we are in the bright pink colors ourselves. I do think that we are gonna have to be rather careful though in the early game. Don't really want to necessarily rush out an expansion here. Usually I do like the Hydra base play on Kerrigan, so if we can try and get that to work, that will be incredible. But we are gonna need quite a lot of gas and whatnot to get all the research for Kerrigan done. But as long as Black Death is around, any kind of hero commander is gonna be really annoying. It's gonna be really annoying. Now, the Void Rifts will spawn in a second. Could be nearby, could be on the other side of the map. There's only one way to find out. So for now, I guess our best option is just to go ahead and hope we're gonna get lucky. I will have to try and kill those. This one is right next to the objective. That's not good. Okay. I will have to bring this one out here in just a second. Queen is now available. I think I'm gonna go for another queen here in just a sec. Let's go ahead and get Zergling speed started as well. He does have, of course, several ways of dealing with early game pressure, but it kind of depends on how comfortable he feels at playing with this commander right here as well. There's a lot of units out already, and they are all coming out of that Void Rift. I'm going for a handful of units right now. Kerrigan is still spawning! Kerrigan, we need you! While Paradox left me previously, I got Alarak now. And we queued into each other again.
My base is getting slammed by these Void Thrashers, and it can't take much more. I'm too busy fighting fires in here to handle them myself. You gotta destroy those Thrashers before they destroy this fortress.
Alright. These ones are decent. But since it's fully randomized, they may change over the course of this game, and we may still end up facing something else entirely. We're gonna need some luck. That's really the only thing that's gonna change. We're gonna need a little bit of luck in order to survive the early game. And I think once we start maxing out with, for example... Oh, it is a Purifier Beam. I thought for a second that was a Void Rift right there, but no. If we manage to survive the early game, I think we're gonna be in a decent spot, but it's not gonna be that easy. I do, of course, plan on now playing the, you know, the High Templar-based army, the Ascendant-based army right here for this commander. I think it's personally the strongest build that you can play on Alarak, but once again, it takes a lot of time to get rolling. Now, Paradox once again is playing Stukov, so hopefully he's gonna be able to do a decent job this time around. He left without a GG in the previous one as well. Feels bad. So far, not seeing any GGs just yet, but it's alright. Let's go ahead and get ourselves the Cybercore here. And of course, I do still want to get myself a rather quick expansion out as well. Just because I think it's going to be very helpful to have that extra income. We are going to need some supplicants though, and obviously with the Fatal Attraction around, my units are going to get pulled apart very easily. And all until we get a decent economy out is when I can get a suitable amount of supplicants. So I do have to try and get those out ASAP by, you know, around the same time that Alarak himself will be out too. Want to have maybe 2 groups or so of them. I think that would be nice. Okay. Okay, very good. Let's go ahead and get ourselves the Warp Gate upgrade right here as well. We'll start knocking down the rocks here at my natural. And as soon as I can, I'm going to be following this up as well with the Death Council. Which sounds a lot more badass than it is. It's essentially like a Twilight Council, except it's got some different upgrades. Alarak himself will be out in a second. And of course, Alarak will essentially sacrifice one of these guys if he ends up, you know, dying. So if he takes fatal damage, which happens quite easily, these little dudes right here will end up dying for him instead. It's a little bit sad in a way, but anyway. We are going to be able to get ourselves probably up to like 6, 7, 8 gates or so out, kind of depending on my macro. Come on, Alarak. He's ready for battle, finally. Come on.
It seems our foes intend to attack us directly.
Okay. Are there actually any upgrades I need to get right here? Yeah, the supplicant ones, right? I figured that those two were the ones that I wanted to get. Let's go ahead and chrono boost those out.
There's the first Thrasher. Main objective is to kill it and fast.
I do, of course, have, by the way, my structure overcharger available as well. Orbital Strike. Okay, that one's doable too. Fatal Attraction apparently, or Fatal Attraction is scheduled to be removed soon. Okay. There we go. Easy peasy. Lovely. Gonna try and move towards the center right there of the map. Of course, we want to get ourselves all of these upgrades right here. They are very, very important. Careful now, Loko.
I have been working on something.
Okay. There we go. I think we're gonna be able to deal with the first one quite comfortably. Please don't disconnect. Okay, good. I thought for a second my ally was gonna disconnect there. Okay, let's go ahead and get a couple of pylons set up then. Don't really need them for now that much either. I do want to start getting myself some of these upgrades though as soon as we can. It's mostly about the power overwhelming one, which I think is really good. The earlier we can get that one out, the better this is gonna be for us. Expansion is currently coming in. And I could have probably expanded a little bit faster with my overcharge there, but this will do.
Hope you're up for this.
Slim pickings.
Our opponent is using blocked units. We will need detection.
We're not gonna get a lot of income right now. This one is gonna be here for a while, which is one of the most micro-heavy ones to deal with, and while it's certainly doable, this is gonna get a lot more tricky.
Now, I command the Alexander.
Alright. It can definitely work in our favor, though, if we do this really smartly, but anyway. I'm gonna need a lot of gas. Ally is still in a little bit of trouble, apparently. He decided to even use the Alexander here. That is kind of an issue, because we're gonna need it for the first objective point, I think, but we'll have to see what we can make out of this. Currently not really gonna be able to do very much against this kind of stuff. Okay. Try and get it! Oh no, oh no. Alright, do you guys have Mind Blast yet? Wonderful, thank you.
The enemy has taken an interest in our base.
I'm a little worried though, because the next objective is gonna be around soon. Mineral shields as well? Are you kidding me, game? Do you have to get me the hardest ones? We're gonna get like no income here whatsoever. Ally's not doing anything against this either, so this is gonna kind of suck. I could go ahead and give him some income that way, I suppose. I'm a little bit worried though, because the next objective point will soon come in. And we already are essentially broke. Okay. Alright, I'm coming in.
Lock and load. It's time to clear out some thrashers. Haha.
Okay. I'm gonna go in that direction here. I'm just a little bit worried for this entire setup though. Apparently I had a bunch of idle workers there for a while too, which is less than ideal. Desperately trying to get myself as much as I can. Apparently though my High Templar are now gone. The Ascendants that I made are now gone, and my ally doesn't have a big army here either. Man, the fact that we lost all of our income is so annoying, and now the Black Death comes in as well. Oh no, that means that Alarak is gonna die.
We share your strength.
I got some really, really unlucky mutators so far though. Alright, let's just deal with it like that. Eventually, everything is gonna time out. Eventually, right? So if we can kill these two, I'm gonna be pretty happy with that situation, but I don't know if we're gonna even be able to kill one of them. Now with the death, or the Black Plague now also being added to the game, it means that over time, Alarak is just simply gonna die himself.
The fortress is under some pretty heavy fire. We gotta take these void thrashers down pronto.
Okay, my ally still has all of the mineral shoots up as well, but while Alarak will die, it's not without actually getting a sufficient amount of stuff in here as well. But the Black Plague is gonna be around for a while. It'll be here for a little while.
Multiple rifts on the field. Gonna have some thrashers to deal with real soon.
Okay. We're gonna need to try and pick up as many of those mineral pickups as we can. I'm hoping my ally is taking care of his own. It does look like it so far. Fatal Attraction was gone for a little while. It's now back in action. I would like the Black Plague to be gone though. That would be lovely. I've got a lot of money right now. I guess looting some of these things makes this a bit easier. Before we move out though, I got a couple of these guys right now, and we're getting quite a bit of gas income, but... Ooh. I hope this is gonna get easier. Alarak has died. Over time. Because he had the Black Plague. And now with... Oh my god, Fatal Attraction apparently works on this as well. The cross-referencing between these things and the Chaos Theory is so tricky. Alright. Gotta get a couple of these things out at least. Alarak is not gonna be out for a while though, and this is gonna get really silly. Okay, we do have quite a bit of time. Death Fleet is gonna be available in 2 minutes. I don't really want to take the risk of moving up that ramp just now. Is everyone mining in gas? Okay, you get in there. I may now empower you. So generous of you, sir. Double edge. Which one's that again? Your units also... Okay, yeah. My units will also start receiving damage right now for the damage that they deal.
There's your objective,
I don't know how that
Mutators.
works with spells,
Show
but...
those thrashers who's boss.
Okay. He's once again got the Black Plague on him already, and every one of my dudes has as well. So this is an army that takes time to build up.
Hostile forces are approaching us.
Alright, well, my units will die here. I'm just simply gonna have to replace them.
Hey, the fortress is under attack.
Let's try and get him. Trying to get rid of all of these high tier units, but my... they die in like 2 hits. Because of the fact that apparently the damage also gets deflected because of the double-sided blade, I suppose. Oh no, we get really unlucky, don't we? Apparently they got a bunch of cloak units out here too. My ally is in the meantime busy defending a push here. I guess I could go ahead and use those things on him. Make it a little bit more doable for him, but... Alarak is certainly gonna die here once more. And while we are dealing with this one, I don't know how we are gonna do overall though.
So, you know, that seems fair.
Can we go ahead and attack this, please? Alarak is gonna be gone in a minute. I'm trying to sacrifice more and more units in there so he stays alive for a while. Okay, wonderful. Going after the second one right now. I'm trying to get some havocs in there too, just for detection's sake. Alarak himself is doing a good job though at dealing the damage right now. We are dealing with all of this stuff quite well. Okay.
I do not take kindly to intruders. Our enemies will learn that.
The missiles! Look at the amount of missiles flying all over the map. Apparently I haven't been mining here for a while, which is why my money went down. I didn't realize that, but I guess the Fatal Attraction pulled them off of work. Yeah, they work together with the missile right here as well. Look, this is gonna deal... This is gonna be a pain. Look, everything is gonna continuously stop mining. Oh no. The missile command together with Fatal Attraction is the worst. New one is available right now. I don't know if you're gonna care about the bonus objective here though. I don't think I do.
How many of these thrashers are they gonna send?
You know what? I'm actually gonna prioritize some of the upgrades for Alarak instead. I think it makes more sense.
Archangel's making a tactical retreat, most likely to repair itself.
All right.
Are you attacking? Sooner
I didn't
those
lose much there,
repairs
so that's
will
good.
stop.
Only one remaining right now. Oh, wow. That's a lot of workers on a single base, Lowko. Probably a little bit too many. So I wanted to go ahead and focus on a lot of the High Templar and whatnot, right? So hopefully they would be able to deal with that. Ally is currently going after the bonus objective, which is fair enough. I think I am just gonna spend the time building up my army, though. I don't think I can really afford, you know, hanging out elsewhere and like trying to stay alive that way. Right now, at the very least, we're getting a lot of income.
If anyone wants to go and kill a void thrasher, I'd be much
Very good.
obliged.
That one's gonna be dealt with. Good job.
My forces will defend the objective.
That's it. Huh. Thought that thing would put up more of a fight.
All right.
Now this one,
At least the Black Plague is gonna be gone. I still have a hard time spotting exactly what's going on, though. My frames aren't looking as pretty as I was hoping for.
Serious heat here. Void thrasher
When you're playing with a Stukov and your frame rate goes down, oftentimes it seems like you're not dealing a lot of damage, but Alarak, as long as he's near your units, you won't really die.
let's see if the enemy
Right?
dares
And he
to
deals a
strike
lot of
the
damage.
dream.
He's very strong. Alright. Advancing onwards. Picking off another one over here. We're gonna move onwards to the next ones as well. And I think
only 3 void thrashers left.
that we may just barely have it. Going for the Mind Blasts. Very good. And that's it. What a mess.
Hell yeah, we made it. Tell you what, next time y'all are in town, I'm buying the first round. And that's a promise. Haha.
And there we have it. 239,000 XP here, inching closer to hitting level 90 mastery, which is sweet, but this is a tricky mutator though. I don't think it's one of my personal favorites. I think I prefer the others. Let me know though if you like the idea of me playing a random commander next time around as well. I am most definitely up for it. I mean, with such a random mutation mission though, it just seemed to all make sense. But regardless, this is definitely a lot of fun. I'm gonna try and see if I can maybe do it again sometime in the future. For now though, I want to thank you for watching. Have an amazing day, okay? Do not forget to smile, alright? And I will see you in the next one.